Bob from Makana Odyssey, and today I'm going to give you a reading for Pisces. Before we get started, I want to hear this beautiful Tibetan singing bowl I have here. We do magnificent work with our Tibetan singing bowls and our crystal bowls in our shop, and of course Reiki. I am a Reiki master and teacher as well, and I love to give you healing or reading, chakra balancing. Okay, so let's get started with the reading right away, so I won't bore you too much with that. Pisces, I do see a mixed bag for you. First of all, let me say I do see a lot of light at the end of the tunnel for you. That right off the bat I want to tell you. But I do see that you've been having some problems where you feel things possibly are falling apart and you're having some anxiety in that respect where things are just not falling into place properly. You know, it's all going to really depend on decisions that you make. And most things do depend on our decisions. Whether we think carefully, whether we pray. Praying is always tremendously positive. Some type of prayer, no matter who you believe in. So you need to make some decisions. Now I do see a new way that's going to a transformation for you. Things are starting to change for you, and they will change for you if you allow them to. You have to move forward. You have to take a couple risks so that you're able to move yourself from this anxiety into a clearer state of mind. For those Pisces who are not feeling well, healing is on the way for most of you. There is going to be a healing energy coming your way. And again, when this energy comes your way, you have to accept it. You have to understand that even though good things come our way, we have to recognize it and we have to accept it. Set up a spot where you can pray, or at least sit quietly and try to do meditation. Now, many people tell me, I can't do meditation. Well, you can, or you can at least get yourself to the state of mind where you're very relaxed. In other words, sit in a dim lit spot. The kids are not drowning in a fish tank. The cat's not on the chandelier. You know, just quietly where nobody's going to disturb you, and then either speak to yourself, speak to the gods, and ask for help. Ask yourself the tough questions that you might not ask someone else. Maybe you're embarrassed about something. Definitely avoid temptation. You know, sometimes we get into a situation where we're having a hard time and we attempted to do silly things. It doesn't pay. Your only goal should be moving ahead to a better spot in your life, to understand yourself, love each other more, love yourself more. Open your heart to you. You must open your heart to you. That's tremendously important. Now that sounds silly or selfish, but it isn't. When we open our heart and we realize who we are and the power that we do have within because we have love of ourselves, you'd be surprised. You know, I attend many seminars, and I've been to one where they talk about the spark of God or the power. The divinity is within us. It only has to be recognized. In other words, recognize your abilities. Recognize that there is nothing that you cannot do if you really truly believe you can. Now, notice I said believe, not want. See, everybody wants. You must believe. If you truly believe, you'll succeed so much easier. So much easier. Open yourself, especially spiritually. Spiritually is tremendously important. Whether you call yourself a Christian, a Jew, a Muslim, it doesn't matter. A pagan, it doesn't really matter. You need to be able to believe in whatever spirit is there and believe definitely in the spirit that lives within you. And the spirit does live within you. We do have the spark of God in us, all of us. I was talking to my grandson this morning and I was explaining to him how magnificent God's created. Animals, for instance. He was showing me some animals that had built-in traps there was a snake that had a tail that looked like a spider. So birds would come down and go to attack the spider, and then the snake, of course, captured the bird. Those are all things that the gods have given us to be able to survive. And I was explaining to him how there's fish that have an actual lure in front of them. That other fish will come and try to catch them, and they'll get them. That will be their lure for them to have their dinner. And think of the human, how magnificent you are. The spark of God is within you. You are magnificent in every single way. No matter how you feel sometimes about it and how people or what people might say. Each individual that there is here on earth is a special person in many, many ways. And Pisces, you are very special. I do understand sometimes you get confused on the direction you're going into. That's where you need to create this communication with yourself. Talk to yourself. Understand you are fabulous, fantastic, and move ahead. Every day move ahead, move steps forward, not backwards. And then this feeling of things falling apart will start to disappear. And then you're going to make decisions that are tremendously important for you to make. Make one decision, not 20. One, I'm going in this direction, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be pushed into different directions. And watch how wonderful it becomes for you. So clear that space. Here, I want to show you one of the cards for clearing your space. You see that? There you go. That is a card that's telling you clear space so you can pray. Ask the gods, ask the angels, ask yourself. Remember, the spark of divinity is within you. Use that. You are magnificent. Do not let things pull you in other directions. Like that. Here, you see, for instance, here. See, there's somebody up there and all those people on the bottom. Those are all people pulling you in different directions. You're angry at your spouse, your children, driving you crazy, your school teacher, whatever it is, stop. Slow down. Take a breath. And know and understand that there is nothing out of your reach. You just have to reach for it. Okay, so quickly I will say that there's healing energy coming to you. You're on the cusp of something new happening for you if you recognize it. There's a transition coming for you, I should say, where things will change, and you have to open up that spiritual channel. Open up that spiritual channel. And if you do that, things are going to be magnificent for you, Pisces. So, that is your reading. Namaste, blessed be. And come and see me at the Reddinger Flea Market. I'm there every Saturday and Sunday. And please like this video and subscribe. Blessed be. Namaste.